We have mics today, so if you have a question, just please raise your hand for the mic.
Leave the shirt.
Well, obviously I grew up in Kansas, been a Chiefs fan as long as I can remember. So Super Bowl Sunday's coming up, obviously, and I was encouraged to wear this shirt. I usually don't do this type of stuff, but proud of my Chiefs, and it's the only really team that I follow that I act crazy with as a fan. So live and die on every play, and excited about them, and happy for Andy Reid and the team. And I got a ton of, obviously, all my buddies back home. We've lived and died for years on the Chiefs, so it's a pretty good time for us right now. Hopefully we can pull it off on Sunday.
Patrick's here, right?
Mark, right here. To start off with the work that Aaron's done here over the last couple of weeks, I know that was a concern at some points here this season, and obviously since the Iowa game, he's been pretty good. What have you seen that's changed? Has it just simply been a little more assertiveness? What in particular have you seen on a day-to-day basis that's different about it?
Well, I think what we've tried to do is instill confidence in Wiggs and let him realize how important he is to us, and just to relax and have fun. And we've kind of done that with the whole team. If you guys go back to my press conferences from the first one right after Christmas, I talked about instilling confidence in our guys. And it doesn't happen overnight. You know, it's a work in progress. So we got more guys playing better, more guys playing with confidence. And, you know, recently, and we still have some work to do, but Wiggs is just, you know, he's hit some, the step back three was huge the other day, and you know, at the last media timeout, I told him he missed those two wide open ones in the corner. We had great offense and got wide open looks, and I said, you're going to make your next one. You know, just keep shooting, and you just try to give these guys confidence. And I don't know if it was two press conferences ago or one or whatever, I said, who knows, we might become the best three-point shooting team in the country. And I'm sure everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but we haven't made 25 in our last two games. So kind of changed who we are, and guys are playing with more confidence, not only Eric, but a lot of guys.
Emily in the middle.
Aaron. Sorry.
Do you feel like Jalen's awareness of and kind of a maturity about being so important to the team has grown as this year has gone on?
Yeah, I think so. I think he kept looking over his shoulder for Bruno. You know, Bruno kind of carried the torch last year, and there was, you know, a lot of pressure on Jalen this year coming in with, you know, with our team and him and everything. And I think it took him a long time to kind of grow into that role. And now he's playing with terrific confidence. His defense has been really good for a long time, but his offense has been terrific here lately. So, yeah, I think he feels comfortable. But, you know, in the Big Ten this year, the bigs are terrific. And so each and every night it's a battle. I know someone's going to ask me about Garza. Obviously, to me, he's been player of the year in the league so far, and he's a tough load. So it's another really tough matchup for Jalen, you know, tomorrow night.
Lila in the front.
You've talked about, you know, confidence throughout the year, and you just mentioned it with Jalen and Aaron, but just, you know, with the team overall, after picking up the 2 road wins, especially at a place like Assembly Hall, how have you seen them respond over the past couple of days?
Well, I think, you know, our guys were really proud of themselves, what they accomplished on Sunday. We played a team that played really well in their building, in a tough building, and we still figured out at the very end to come out 1 point ahead. So that gave us confidence, but, you know, we don't try to get too high and get too low. You know, it's unfortunately in today's world, you lose a game, the world's coming to an end, you win, it's the greatest thing ever, but we try to stay even keeled and just keep trying to get better. We know we have deficiencies and things that we got to get better at, and so our guys practice. We practiced pretty well yesterday, not great, but you know, I know our guys are gonna be focused in for the game Thursday, and you know, we just talked about, you know, don't take for granted you're just gonna win at home. You still got to go out and earn it and things like that. But our guys are more confident individually. Met with a couple guys before practice yesterday, and or after, and we're still building confidence with certain guys. So it's, you know, but we're heading in the right direction.
Go ahead, Don.
Not to beat this confidence thing to the ground, but in terms of confidence, how does a coach instill confidence, and is there a fine line between allowing a kid to play through, you know, especially this time of year, if it's playing through mistakes or playing through a shooting slump like Aaron did, and not letting it affect the overall team?
Well, that's the hard part, and you know, when we were all struggling a little bit, and it really was just one game since Christmas, it affected us as a team. But no, our guys get it. Our guys know how important each player is to it. Our guys respect each other, so you know. As a coach, I believe in our guys. I think they know I believe in them. And if I didn't believe in Wiggs, I would have taken him off the floor after he missed those other two. But I looked him in the eye, and the last time out, I said, "You're going to make your next one," and he did. So you just got to believe in guys, give them confidence. Today's world's a lot different with social media and the things that they have to go through. So you just really have to constantly coach them up and build them up and be positive, but don't make them think they're, you know, something special type deal, and do it within the framework of the team. And I think our guys are doing a good job with that.
Pat in the front.
Mark, going back to the first half against Indiana on Sunday, you guys had 9 threes. I believe it was something like 11 assists on 14 buckets. Is that the best you've seen this team play this year? And B, how do you communicate to your guys to try and play that way for a full 40 minutes?
Well, it looked really good because we were making our shots. Now, we had a lot of those same shots in the second half we didn't make, right? So, and then we missed a couple layups in the second half. We missed 7 opportunities at the foul line in the second half. So it's kind of who we are. But we played closer to 40 minutes than we played in a while, which was good. The key is we went on the road, we had 11 turnovers in 2 games, okay? So we've been working on taking care of the ball since April of 2 years ago when our season ended. We were 19 and whatever we were that year. We've really worked hard on turnovers. It shows you how the process, how long it takes, and we got some upperclassmen that are doing a good job with it now. So that was really the key. And then I went through every possession twice after the Indiana game. We really had like 2 bad possessions the whole game. I mean, and even some of the turnovers weren't, you know, bad possessions type deal. So I was really encouraged by that. And you know, now it's a whole other animal coming up with Iowa. They can 3-2, they can 2-3, they can match up, they can play man, they can switch screen. You know, they do a lot of different things. So it's just us playing with it ourselves, recognizing defenses, and continue to share the ball.
Pete in the second row.
Hey, Mark. First of all, yeah, go Chiefs. As you watch Jalen, you know, we from what we see, you know, he's been a pretty low-key guy just emotionally on the court through his first couple of years, and then lately we've seen more of that. I view it as the level of play, his high level of play coinciding with more emotion coming out. They go hand in hand together?
Yeah, I think so. It's a confidence, it's a bravado thing for him, and it's kind of good to see. He's such a good kid, and you know, there's part of me that loves when he acts the way he, you know, gets excited and all that kind of stuff. But there's a lot on his plate. He's handled it well. He feels really good about himself with the things that he's doing. So he'll learn from what happened Sunday, and he'll be better with it. But I don't want to take away the emotion and the enthusiasm that he needs to play with. He's just got to channel it the right way.
Got time for 2 more guys on the left and then done.
Coach, going back to Sunday, you had one of the biggest wins of the season, but then you have to come back and tell the team what had happened while they were on the court. I wonder how difficult that was to go from ecstasy to despair with the team in informing them of the news.
Yeah, it was tough, and it's happened twice this year. I lost a good buddy right when we landed after the Marquette game, and then it was good to our program, and then that, and so we go from. I actually found out about 3-minute mark of the game that Kobe had passed, and just tried to focus in on the game as best I could. And then, you know, we're jumping up and down, and then, you know, I was a Michael Jordan fan, you know, more my age group, but my players were big Kobe fans. So you went from complete jubilation to tears. There was a lot of counseling from that point on in the locker room. Some people were afraid to fly, okay, right after that happened, so you had to hold their hand, basically. So it was tough. You know, it was tough on the guys. Kids are resilient. I think what's been great is all the great stuff that's come up about Kobe since, not just as a player, but as a person. I just found this morning, he went to church that morning with his daughter. You know, that's big time. And so just really good stuff that has come out. It's really helped our guys. Not only learn about what a competitor he was, but what he was doing to help people in the world. And you know, you're always asking your guys to do more, not just be basketball players, but they're in position to make an impact. And I think we do a good job of that with our guys, and they could learn from Kobe how they can help. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Last one, please, Don.
Mark, I think you said on the radio show about Anthony making that pass to Sticks, and that's maybe not a pass he would have, you know, maybe he would have taken the shot last year. How much has his ability to become a complementary player at times helped in this, especially the last couple of games? You know, and certainly, you know, on Sunday he scored 18, but he also, you know, had a few assists. How much has that helped in the sort of where you are as a team right now?
Well, it helps guys realize that it's more about winning, because Anthony's really our leader, and all he cares about is winning. And like Purdue at home, I mean, every time he drove, just 5 guys came, and he just gave it up for the team. And you know, the no turnovers, his leadership from our huddle with me to his huddle with them, saying all the right things. It's great to see. And I think you said he ended up with 18, but he got us in the bonus by himself. You know, he drew 7 fouls in that game. And we're spreading the floor, and he's really hard to guard, and we're figuring out more ways to get Anthony involved, but he's making all the right decisions. So I just grabbed him after the game. I said, you would have shot a bad shot last year on that, because they got kind of confused. The big guy, Sticks set a good ball screen, and you would have made a tough shot, but you made the right decision. How's that feel? And he really feels good about it. He's seeing the game the way it should be, and he's playing the game the way it should be played. And that's a really good feeling as a player. When you don't see it and you're struggling, it becomes harder. Now the game's easier for Anthony because he sees it and he's making all the right decisions. But his attitude, I mean, you know, we just kept talking about fight, don't stop. 2:37 to go, and Wiggs fouled the kid on the shot. It was just like, hey guys, we've missed layups, we've missed threes, dumb foul. Hey, maybe this last 2:37 is going to go our way. And Anthony's like, right, you know, and they just never gave up. And Anthony's that fight that we have on the floor that helps us believe that we can win any game.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.